All right, here's a pretty interesting question. Can the sum and the product of two numbers both be equal to 1? I don't think so. By the way, sum means we add, product means we multiply. So if you think about two numbers multiplied to 1, 1 times 1 is equal to 1. But if we do the sum of them, this is 2. So it doesn't work. But if you have, let's say 1 half plus 1 half, okay, that's equal to 1. However, if I multiply them, that's going to be equal to 1 over 4. So I don't think I can make them both equal to 1. I'm done. That's it. No, of course not. This is of course possible because otherwise, how can I make this video, right? So let's not guess and check anymore. Here, we are going to come up with a systematical way to solve this. And of course, we are talking about system of equations. First, I'm just going to say, let x and y be the numbers. The sum, that means I will have to add x plus y, and I have to make it equal to 1. The product, that means I will have to multiply x and y together, and I will also have to make it equal to 1. So here is our system of equations. Now to solve this, let's just do substitution. I'm going to subtract x to both sides. So y is equal to 1 minus x. So I can put this right here, and then we can get x times y, which is 1 minus x now, and then that is equal to 1. And then just solve this equation. Distribute, we get x minus x squared is equal to 1. Put this to the other side, we get positive x squared. Put this to the other side, we have minus x, and then the 1 is positive already. So that's what we have. Now, to solve this equation, because I know the coefficient of x squared is 1 already, but the coefficient of x is an odd number, so let's just use the quadratic formula. And I should also mention that this is not factorable, so let's just use the quadratic formula. So from there, x will be equal to negative b. b is negative 1. So we have negative, negative 1. And then plus or minus, open the square root. b squared, which is negative 1 squared, minus 4ac. A is 1, c is 1. So 1 and 1. And then divided by 2 times a, which is 1. Now, this is just 1 plus or minus. This is 1 and this is minus 4. So inside here is minus 3, right? So square root of negative 3 over 2. We have a negative instead of the square root. Put it on the outside here, make that into an I. So we have 1 plus or minus I square root of 3 over 2. So yeah, in order for this to be true, we will actually have to go to the complex world to use complex numbers. So can you or can you not? Well, up to you, but I'm just going to continue. Once we have this, of course, we should also figure out what y is, and it looks like we have two possibilities. So I'm going to pick the positive one first. Y will be 1 minus, I will put down 1 plus I square root of 3 over 2. This is x for you first. Now, get the common denominator, so I'll multiply 2 right here and also divide it by that. So that's 2 minus 1, which is just a 1, and then distribute, so this becomes a minus, and then I square root of 3 over 2. And then if the other version, 1 minus the minus version here, again, if you get a common denominator, and then you just distribute, 2 minus 1 is again 1, but this time you get a plus. So in fact, it's pretty symmetric, meaning that it's like the answers are right here. So these are the two numbers. And I'm just going to write down the answers for you guys right here. I'll write down the answers right here for you guys. We have 1 plus I square root of 3 over 2. And the other one is 1 minus I square root of 3 over 2. These are the two numbers. And just a quick check. If we add them up, here we have 1 plus I square root of 3 over 2 plus 1 minus I square root of 3 over 2. they have the same denominator already. When we add, this and that will cancel. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So the answer is equal to 1. Done. Now, if we multiply them together, let's just put a little baby x for multiplication. The bottom is just 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. On the top though, this times that, they are just conjugate of each other. So we can just square the first, which is 1, and then minus square the second. We have I squared, and square the square root of 3, we just get 3. But I squared is equal to negative 1. So this is 1 plus, and then we have the 3 over 4. And of course, that's 4 over 4, and that is equal to 1 as well. So checks as well.